Like, does anyone, no, honestly, I know a lot of people are, you know what it is? A lot of people, especially the race worshippers, know that what Top Goy is saying is complete BS. They know that, but they're still perpetuating it because they just hate me. That's what I've noticed. I think 85% of the people that are like, oh, when are you gonna address the Top Goy allegations? They know how ridiculous that is. They know that that's dumb, but they disagree with my rhetoric, and so they'll side with something they know is retarded, right? I think that's a vast majority of the people promote. But I think like.
Well, I think people are just trying to be safe, right? People don't want to step out of their comfort zones. They just want to save their positions. You know, if they have a channel that's a lot of followers, a lot of backing, right? A lot of years they put into something. They don't want to ruin it by speaking the truth. I think that's what it mainly is. So when we got people like SNEAKO, right, or anybody else that's speaking out and speaking the truth, it's always a great thing, obviously, right? But it comes with consequences. You can lose a lot of your branding deals, you can lose a lot of your sponsors, you can lose a lot of money doing it. So it's very unpopular for people to take on this sort of mentality or attitude.
Any rational person will look like, what? But I gotta make sure I'm right about that. It's funny, as I'm talking, I'm gonna call Dan Bilzerian real quick. Dan Bilzerian just texted me. That tweet, Top Goy accusing me of human trafficking, has it says it has 3 million views. I don't believe it. I believe it's botted. Also, clip this. Nikita Beer, who's in charge of coordinating, who's really controlling X. Elon Musk is like the front man. Nikita Beer is the one pulling the strings. He called out Top Goy for having 3,000 botted accounts that were then suspended. Nikita Beer himself said that 3,000 bots were suspended that Top Goy was using. Oh, I just sent Dan Bilzerian a voice note during that. he's gonna pick up that voice note. Yeah, but this stuff, there's no chance that people are engaging with that. Do you think that's that? It says that it has 31,000 likes. What's your consensus? Do you guys think that's real? I really believe everything on that website's fake now. Maybe I'm delusional, but if you just see the reception outside of New York, that doesn't make any sense. It's fake. Yo, Dan, I'm on stream.
Oh, okay. What's going on?
What's going on, man? I was just talking about what you texted me when you texted it to me. Something's off with X. I just wanted to get your consensus. If that has 30.
Just got to add, shout out to SNEAKO, obviously. I mean, he's done a lot of great work for the Muslims and non-Muslims alike. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you're Muslim or not Muslim, but he's actually done a lot of great work for humanity, actually. So it's really good to see that. You know, I mean, don't want to be kissing his ass too much, but I mean, that's the reality. And it's good to point that out, I think.
31,000 likes. And Nikita Beer, like I saw a couple of weeks ago, he called out Tate for suspending 3,000 of his bot accounts. Dude, how much of that is real? Because for me, I don't know if I'm delusional, but that's just, what he's saying is so retarded that I just can't see people engaging with it.
Well, I mean, drama definitely does well. I don't know, I feel like I'm the only guy that doesn't have fucking bots. You know, it's like, but they've definitely started shadow banning my shit for sure. Ever since I announced running for Congress, they fucking like heavily shadowed my account. But you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about the bot stuff. I know Nick for sure was using bots. I think that French guy just fucked him and gave him 250,000. Had a whole bot for him. That's what Ryan Dawson says. That guy's like one of his businesses was running bot farms.
But there's like a new shift. Have you seen this on X? Like people that were against Elon are now siding with him, and Tate's like promoting Elon, and it's so clearly like that Elon is inciting violence and what he's against and what he's promoting. There's something strange, like
Elon's always been kind of like a white supremacist, you know, that's been like his one thing. And it's interesting because like he just like refuses to talk about Jews, but Jews are responsible for like all the things that he's mad about. He's mad about the trans thing. He's mad about like basically like, you know, the fucking attack on whites. You know, all this stuff is all coming.
Yeah, this guy, I knew it. I knew it. This guy met this fucking guy.
This is my wife, Sarah. How you doing? Hi. You want to smoke?
To discuss artificial intelligence. The fuck? Look at him holding hands. Isn't that crazy?
I know your commitment to free speech. I respect.
That French guy that fucked him and gave him $250,000 had a whole bot for him. That's what Ryan Dawson says. That that guy's like one of his businesses was running bot farms.
But there's like a new shift. Have you seen this on X? Like people that were against Elon are now siding with him, and Tate's like promoting Elon, and it's so clearly like that Elon is inciting violence and what he's against and what he's promoting. There's something strange, like
Elon's always been kind of like a white supremacist, you know, that's been like his one thing. And it's interesting because like he just like refuses to talk about Jews, but Jews are responsible for like all the things that he's mad about. He's mad about the trans thing. He's mad about like basically like, you know, the fucking attack on whites. You know, all this stuff is all coming from the Jewish community, but he just like refuses to acknowledge that, but then he gets all in a fucking piss about it. So I don't know, man. It's hard to really understand what's going on with Elon. I mean, it seems like they clearly have some fucking dirt on him. I doubt they're going to let him get to be the, you know, richest, at least the most, or the known richest person in the world without having some fucking dirt. And he's also, like, a lot of his wealth is impacted by government contracts and whatnot, so who knows, man?
It's just so dumb because Elon, for example, he says that like Ireland's for Ireland, Britain's for Britain, America's for America. And he's literally an African migrant to America. And I was at the Knicks game when Trump showed up, hearing those like massive boos from people that have enough money to go to Madison Square Garden. The cheapest ticket's like $6,000. I feel like I'm seeing the real life reality. I'm seeing what people actually believe and think about these people, and that so much of this online activity is all fake, and that
it's all smoke and mirrors, bro. It's fucking crazy. Like on so much of this news stuff.
I mean, they own the media, for God's sake. I'm pretty sure they own the goddamn media, right? And they said it themselves. They're gonna pay $7,000, right? Netanyahu was like, oh, we've got to take over TikTok. We've got to pay $7,000 to every post that you make on social media. I mean, fucking hell. I mean, of course, you know, people gonna like this desperate people gonna jump on that shit. You know, anybody without a fucking backbone will actually just jump on that shit, which is a bit sad, to be honest. Not a bit. It's pretty fucking sad. That you're gonna sell out just for $7,000, right? Instead of saying or trying to do the right thing, right? I mean, no fucking angel, but I mean, no angel myself. Definitely far from it. Way far off it, like way far off it. But you know, they're trying to create a reality that's not really there, right? And they can do that. They're doing it right now. It's in front of our eyes.
It's bullshit. So much of the polls is bullshit. Like, there's so much misinformation out there. It's honestly nuts. Because remember when Biden got elected? It's like you couldn't find somebody that fucking admitted that they voted for Biden, but the guy accordingly had more votes than any other fucking presidential candidate in history. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think. I mean, that's what that Mossad guy said. He said the world's a stage, you know, and they're controlling it. So
yeah.
Well, they're saying it themselves too.
Your campaign, that's the election's very soon. Everything's going
They
good.
literally admit that shit.
Randy Fine seems to be chipping out a lot. It's pretty impressive.
The primary's not till the 18th, so we still got some time. But yeah, he just dropped out of, I guess, one event because Fishback was going to be there, and I don't know. I mean, everybody that we've talked to in the district seems to hate the fucking guy, and it's before like, you know, we even tell them anything. That's kind of the consensus that a lot of the door knockers have gotten. Because the first question they'll ask is like, you know, what do you think about Randy Fine? And you know, what do you think? Like, are you happy with the politics politicians that are in office. You know, they just basically kind of like, the first thing they do is just get like a general temperature, and they said that people are pretty frustrated, you know, so.
Yeah, so going forward, is there anything that needs to be said on my stream, like anything that about the campaign that you want people to know? I saw the video you went out there. It was pretty impressive to see the response from people. A lot more people like boomers and Gen X people were supportive than I thought.
Well, those were all the leftists too. Those are all the people that like came there to protest. So, you know, they fucking hate Randy Fine. Those are the people that like because that was a whole Republican convention. So anybody that like walked through there, they were like heckling them and talking shit. And, you know, they like even when I first went out there, you know, they were just like they're like pedophiles support. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? They're like, you support Trump. I'm like, fuck Trump, dude. What are you talking about? And then they were just like, well, I thought you were Republican. And, you know, it's just like they were just very confused. But I think it's one of those things where many of the things that the people on the right are passionate about are the same things that people on the left are passionate about. We're not as fucking divided as people think, but you know, the media, that's their whole goal, is to divide everybody, convince everybody that it's somebody else's fault other than the Jew. So, yeah, we've had like just a fucking lifetime of propaganda, and I think people are figuring it out now, finally.
Best of luck, man. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'd like to see that campaign, you know, have some real life motion. That was a dope video that you sent. And, you know, we stand with you.
But that Dan Bilzerian guy, I mean, he just absolutely doesn't give a shit, bro. He just says what he wants to say, and he says it. I got to be the most ballsiest guy to speak up and say that shit.
I gotta be done on Twitter, you know, like
exactly.
You know, like,
great point.
His gay little followers,
That's crazy,
like,
bro.
you're not tweeting about it. It's like, bro, this is not gonna be like won or lost on social media. It's gonna be won or lost in the district,
in real life,
campaigning, knocking on fucking doors, doing fundraisers, paying for flyers, you know, doing all the traditional stuff to reach the older demographic that's actually there. You know, I mean, I only have 2 million followers on Twitter. Of that, you know, like a fraction is probably in the district. So, yeah, most of my stuff on X is just to wake people up to what's going on globally. It's not really about the campaign, you know. That's more
and it's cool to see you build something in real life. That's what it's all about. It's got to actually manifest into the real world. You can't be yapping online and just tweeting forever. So it's inspiring to see that. Wish you the best, man.
Thanks, brother. Thanks, man. Have a good one. Talk to you soon, bud.
Peace. Dan Bilzerian.
Well, there it is, guys. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, share your thoughts, let me know what you think. Subscribe if you liked it, and if you'd like to see more, it really helps support the channel. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next video.